Hey kindergarten, today I'm going to be showing you your first project of our farm animal unit, and I'm going to show you how to make a horse, okay? You're actually going to use your foot or tracing a shoe to make the head of our horse, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. But before we get started, let me show you what you need. You want a piece of paper that you will use for the horse's head and neck. I'm going to use brown, but if you don't have brown, use any color you have. You need another piece of paper to glue it on top of. I have a purple piece. You need some scissors, glue. You also want a marker of some color. You'll use this to trace, as well as to draw your eyes and the nose of your horse. And finally, you'll want something to add to be the hair of it. Now, if you have yarn or string, you could use it. If you don't, you can use little scraps of paper that we're gonna cut in little pieces to make your horse, okay? So let me show you step one. For step one, you want to step on a piece of paper, just like this. Make sure you don't step in the middle. Instead, you wanna step on one side of it as close to the edge as possible. You wanna take a marker, a pencil, or anything that you have. Be very careful it's not permanent because you don't want to ruin your shoes. And you're just going to trace the foot as carefully as you can. You probably will need your mom or dad to help you do this, okay? After you've traced this, now we're ready to cut it out. Okay guys, so I have cut out my foot. I actually cut mine out a little bit smaller because I just didn't want a really big horse's head, okay? So this is going to be the head of your horse, and now I'm going to be using the rest of this paper to make the neck and to make the ears, okay? So what you can do is take your scissors and your paper and start at one end, and slowly as you go up the paper, make it bigger and bigger. Now we're not going to use all of this, but we want to cut the whole thing. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be ready to glue this on, and this will be my head of my horse, and this will be the neck. And I'm going to cut it off right there where it ends and glue this to my paper. Next, I have this glued right here, and I'm ready to add my ears. The ears of a horse are typically triangles. So I'm going to take my paper here, and here's a trick for you guys. Each of these points here will already create a triangle. So all I have to do if I want a triangle is cut off a corner. And I have a triangle I can use for an ear. Let me do another one. So here I already have two ears that I can use, and then I can glue them right on my horse, okay? So do that with yours. So now I have my ears glued, and now I'm ready to add my eyes and my nose. For my nose, I'm just going to take a marker. I'm going to put two little lines right down at the bottom. So these are my lines. There's my horse's nose. For my eyes, I'm going to draw two circles right near the top. And fill them in just like this, okay? Finally, I'm going to cut some small papers, and then I'm going to glue them on the mane just to make the hair. So, in order to glue my mane, I first want to take some little scraps of paper, just like these, and I'm going to cut them into long, skinny pieces. So some of these are already cut into pretty skinny pieces. So I can just cut them like this. You're probably going to want about 20 little pieces or more to really fill in your mane, okay? So cut them and then start the video again. Okay guys, so the first part of hair I added was at the top, which kind of looks funny right now because there's no hair anywhere else on my horse. But now I'm going to start gluing it down the side. I'm going to glue a couple pieces and show you what it looks like. So you can see I've started gluing it, and now it's looking more like a real horse. I even have a piece of green, so it has like a fun little color in there. I'm gonna finish the rest of the mane and then show you the finished product. So I am finished. Here's my little horse. One final thing I'm going to do is at the bottom, I'm going to trim these off. And the way you want to do this is turn it over and then just cut the extra pieces so it lines up evenly with the bottom. And there you go. You've created your own footprint horse. So I'd love to see what yours looks like. I hope you had fun with this.